face your brighter side. Cause I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say, how could I have a heart made of stone? Why you? Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought and I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you patronize, you're so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're in paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side. And it's smooth how you move, cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can I have the throne? I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it. Thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
First to take on the 2K TV challenge, Champ 2K. So now the big question is, who are you choosing in a game to 5 on Hall of Fame against those three?
I think the first guy I got to go with, I got to go with LeBron. LeBron versus Kobe. You know, you always love that matchup. We got to go with LeBron. You know, 97 overall. Shout out to my guy, the King. But now, see, I need a matchup against Damian Lillard. Probably going to go with Tracy McGrady against him.
Good matchup.
Coming up next, from downtown Los Angeles, at Staples Center, the Hornets taking on the Clippers. For the Charlotte Hornets, every game presents another chance to improve and refine their brand of basketball. They want to win each half, each quarter, each minute, each possession. Clippers, Hornets, tip-off just moments away. It's great to be with you on a Monday afternoon as we get set for this broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. DA, it's all yours.
Good evening, Kevin. Well, last season, Paul George had a homecoming. He said, as a kid, I pictured playing in LA. My parents being able to watch me at Staples. I'm not playing for the Clippers. This is home. I'm playing for the home team. Doesn't get any better than that. And Kevin, his family is backing him up. They show up to every game here.
Wow, what a story. David, thank you. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Miles Bridges is out there with Washington. And there's Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Terry Rozier, and it's Graham in at the shooting guard position. And for the Clippers, they've got Paul George. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Beverly in at the 1. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. George against Graham. The shot by George, no good. And here's Charlotte.
And see, well, really, because of that raw athleticism, Rozier was a mid-first round pick back in 2015. And you can see, though, that skill set is evolving.
Well, that's why Charlotte gave him the 3-year, $58 million contract. I mean, the feeling is he's still reaching his full potential. We saw signs of growth last year.
And, guys, George puts pressure on an opponent at both ends of the court. Lockdown D at one, aggressive to get his own at the other.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year, 88% from the line?
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
And, you know, you go back to that horrific leg injury in Vegas back in 2014, and Paul George hasn't just made it back to the NBA. He's come back a better player.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
George against Graham. Second chance shot, and the rejection by Zubac. And George, here we go, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Passes it to Biyombo. And here is Rozier. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
A foul right off the bat. You hate to pick up your first one so quick.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Rozier looking around. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Graham. Up and in. It's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Oh, I like the floor awareness on display from Rozier. Awesome job finding the open teammate.
Here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Hornets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Rozier against Beverly. Bridges. Combo trying to break free. Bridges shot. Good.
Well, because of his size and strength, Bridges is able to take advantage of defenders inside.
The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, in overtime, Beverly has established himself as just a defensive specialist, juggernaut, an absolute pest who plays his tail off on both ends of the floor.
Dwayne Bacon's checked in for the Hornets. That one is no good. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
The Clippers have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
You know, there are differing opinions as to who the best defensive player in the league is, but no matter what, Kawhi is always in the discussion.
Leonard hits them both. A slow start for Charlotte in this one. It's a 5-point game. To the left wing. Back to Biyombo. Charlotte moving the ball around. Pass to Washington. 4 on the shot clock.
And a sensational individual defender. Leonard will lock you down. Rejections are just part of the package he brings on the defensive end.
He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
And so it's Charlotte with it. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Pass to Graham. Here's Washington. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
A nice shot by George.
A guy with George's focus can shrug off the contact. He won't let the defender disrupt his rhythm.
Here's Graham. Paul George making his last shot. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Inside, here's Graham, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Charlotte shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Graham. Williams, he's checked in for Paul George. Good on both. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Leonard attacking. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Bridges to the paint. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Los Angeles on D. Here's Bacon. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Leonard. And that one is off. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Graham gets a wide open look. Knocks down the 3 ball. Graham's got 7 points.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
And here are the Hornets now. They trail by 6. Now here's Graham. He's got 7. Tipped away. Leonard with the steal. Shoots over Graham, and Leonard gets it to go. He's got 10.
This quarter expending tremendous energy at the offensive end, and he's not slowing down. He's still calling for it.
The pass to Washington. Over to the wing. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Alert play on the part of Washington. He's a much stronger player when he shows the type of awareness and unselfishness.
Greg, maybe not the tallest big in the league, but Washington's reach is the great equalizer.
He stands only 6'7", but that 7'2" wingspan, it allows him to play big, snatch rebounds in traffic, and make contested shots in the paint. I think the young fella's got a bright future.
Here's Bridges. The Clippers getting the bucket. Graham with the bucket.
Oh, great ball movement from Bridges there. I mean, the self-awareness, the selfless attitude leading to the wide open shot.
Here's Williams. Biombo with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Harrell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Landry Shamet comes in for Patrick Beverly. Cody Zeller's checked in for the Hornets. Leonard inside, defended by Bridges. That one drops for him.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Williams comes with a double team, and a wide open look for Zeller. From outside, off the mark. And it's Williams with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. They're leading by 8.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Charlotte is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Pass to Bacon. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
And the first one at the line is good for the Clippers. JaMychal Green comes in for Marcus Morris, and it's Jackson in for Leonard. The Hornets also with a sub. Batum's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. Clippers leading by 8. Here's Williams, and he banks in the layup.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
The Hornets shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Williams comes with a double team.
And the athleticism and fearlessness of Batum inside is exceptional, really testing the defense deep in the paint.
Charlotte shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And that one falls for Batum.
Well, so far, if you look at the totality, Batum has put together a very impressive career. He's had a great stroke from outside in addition to his outstanding defense.
Both free throws good from Batum. Clippers leading by 8. Here's Jackson. Count it.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Now here's Graham. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Zeller. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Oh, man, solid on the boards. I mean, Zeller using that 7-foot height, getting his club some second chance points.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Yeah, true. But now it's about sustaining their energy and maintaining the focus.
Batum scanning the floor. Graham inside the line. And that one hits back iron.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Hornets trail by 12. Now the feed to Batum. And Batum throws it down.
Well, that's the athleticism of Batum on full display. Really leaping up and powering the jam down.
Here's Williams. Makes it off the glass. Williams has got his second basket.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
To the middle. Here's Bacon. The basket is good off the assist from Graham.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but then that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
So it's the Hornets now. After the Clippers pick up 2. Jumps up. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
It's all clicked into place for him this quarter. He's not missed a single shot.
The Clippers have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
One shot.
That one misses from Jackson.
As a kid, Jackson saw a lot of the world. His dad was in the Air Force, so he lived in Italy, England, North Dakota, Florida, Colorado. He was all over the place.
Harrell with it, and Zeller picks him up defensively. Here's Williams, and it's blocked. Now Graham. He's got 9. Bacon. And again, the Hornets missing. Goes up on the wing. And that one goes long. And so Graham will bring it up for Charlotte. It's a 14-point game. And the rejection by Harrell. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
Clippers leading by 12. Jackson, that's a two-pointer. The offensive rebound. And it's Harrell missing.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
Kicks to Graham. Pass to Bacon. Here's Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. And so here's Charlotte, down by 12. Graham with the bounce pass. Zeller inside, Harrell on him, and then Washington with the dunk.
Well, this is the kind of teammate Zeller is, willing to give it up when he has guys open.
Here's Williams. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Williams has got 6.
Oh, he's got to roll in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
To the left side wing. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Well, you can't let Washington get comfortable. I mean, off a feed, PJ is a better shooter.
Jackson drives in. Graham with the rebound.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
There's Bacon. Shoots over Shamet. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Clearly a foul.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s, players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
Pass to Bacon. Here's Zeller. And the rejection by Harrell. Here's Shamet. And that one, good. Shamet's got 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Down low, here's Washington. Great tee that time from Green. Los Angeles leading by 13. Here's Jackson. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Graham with the bucket.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Here's Jackson. Good work there as it goes. 12 points for him.
And Jackson is a genius at finishing on his drives. He just has so many tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Graham, feeds it to Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And it goes down 2 points.
There you see why you want the ball in Jackson's hands as much as possible. He can clearly set the table.
That's tipped. Got it off in time. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll return shortly. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverley about his throwback style.
Old school basketball, and it's fun and it's light. Fans deserve it on both sides. It's good old-fashioned basketball. It's all a part of the game. We're both trying to win, and that's what people want to see. Hard-nosed, edgy basketball.
Well, pound for pound, Greg, Beverley may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, we've seen a confident-looking Clippers team out there. Oh, he delivers that with force.
I cannot believe that.
Guys, not much more a defender can do in that situation. Harrell with the focus and the strength to just power through the contact.
Rozier, the pass to Batum. Bridges kicks to Rozier. Poked away and stolen by Harrell. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And hustle paying off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
Bridges against George. Biombo, and the shot goes in.
Well, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Here's Jackson. 12 points for him. It's Biombo with the rebound. Hornets trail by 16. Batum attacking. Rozier the pass to Batum. And Charlotte turns it over again. For the Clippers, Marcus Morris is checked in for JaMychal Green. And it's Leonard in for Jackson. Clippers leading by 16. Here's Beverley. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Rozier with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Good.
Incredible effort from Rozier. I mean, he's such a great rebounder for his size.
And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
Yeah, he's just not giving the ball up. He's passing with a purpose, and it's leading the scores.
Left side, Batum. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Harrell's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Punishing the rim there. When George makes up his mind he's going to dunk it, there is not much you can do.
Outside, Batum.
Come on, you got to get up on him and play some defense. They won't get away with that.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And stolen by Harrell. Hornets trail by 20. And here is Bridges. And the dunk by Biyombo.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Harrell, that's good.
The dogged intensity Harrell has is just insane. And he uses all this energy to his advantage, particularly on the glass.
Here's Biyombo. And the dunk by Biyombo.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other five in the league.
And it's Leonard missing.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Bridges, no one around him. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Bridges has got 6.
We've seen Bridges put work into that shot, turning this mid-range attempt into a simple shot.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the
yep.
flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. It's an 18-point game. He dishes it to Batum. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 4 assists in the game.
Oh, and Batum just has astounding body control, which is what allows him to hit shots despite obvious physical contact.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Batum against George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done differently, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes. Every time I had a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
You know, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Zubats is checked in. And that one falls for Batum. Both free throws good from Batum. Los Angeles leading by 16. And George, here we go. Batum grabs the miss. The Hornets have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Rozier, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
This is the kind of teammate Batum is. You like seeing him share it like this.
And talk about playing small. Last year, Charlotte had Rozier and Devonte Graham on the floor together for much of the time. Both players right around 6'1". But you know what? They held their own.
Rozier against Beverly. Now, here's Rozier. Guarded closely. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. Here's Morris. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And, of course, Rozier played a fair amount of off guard before he came to Charlotte.
And Kevin, back in Boston, he learned how to move without the ball, where to spot up. And those may have been hard lessons early on, but the development paid off. Rozier's become a much more versatile talent.
That one falls.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Hornets trail by 15. Outside, Batum. The pass to Zeller. Now, here's Bridges. 5 to shoot. And the dunk by Biyombo.
Nice feed by Bridges. I mean, since entering the league in 2018, Miles has looked to increase his assist numbers.
Here's George. And George with the stuff.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Charlotte has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Charlotte calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
4 rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Bacon, he's checked in for Biyombo. And Devonte Graham subbed in for Nicholas Batum. Graham from outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Graham's got 15 points.
And I like the way they're using the entire court here in the second quarter. The three-point percentage has gone through the roof.
And that one's good. Beverly.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Rozier with the ball. George picks him up, and the shot goes down. 9 points in the game so far.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
And there it is for him. And the Clippers lead by 14.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Bridges. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. And it's 8 points for Miles Bridges.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
And it's George finishing it off.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score.
Clippers leading by 14. Beverly the pass to Morris. Banked in off the glass. Morris has got his first bucket in this one.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that
could, that could be a catalyst for him. It really could. And the Clippers call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Jermichael Green, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Landry Shamet comes in for Leonard. The Hornets also with a sub. Washington's checked in for Cody Zeller. Clippers leading by 14. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Miles Bridges.
And Beverly's a guy who loves physical contact. He really tries his best to absorb the contact on his shots to draw these fouls.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
That's good from Beverly. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. So it's the Hornets now. They trail by 16. Rozier the pass to Washington. Back to Rozier. Takes a 3. That shot off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They led the game at 1 point by 20. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
For Los Angeles, they have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And so Graham will bring it up for the Hornets. 19-point game. The shot. Here's Washington. Green with the block. And he's able to get it back. And it's Washington missing. Washington's gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. Passes it to Bridges. And it's Shamet with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 19. Zubac's in the post. Graham defending. Zubac's no good. Charlotte has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Rozier the pass to Bridges. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Bridges has got 6 in the quarter. And Los Angeles guys shooting so well, the offensive execution has been brilliant. 66% from the field. Ball's knocked loose. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Such a ruthless competitor. Rozier excels at attracting contact when he's going up with assertiveness.
The Hornets have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. That's good from Rozier.
Well, ball handlers like Rozier lift the whole team. I mean, his personality and attitude keep morale high through the entire game.
And so he hits both.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Here's Beverly. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Rozier. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
The 3 from George. Connects from three-point range. George has got 27.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Graham with the bucket.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Los Angeles leading by 16. George double-teamed. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He has 29.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
Graham surveying the floor. Pass to Bacon.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Knocked away. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. And Los Angeles with some changes. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubats. Williams comes in for George. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. Hornets trail by 18. 59 seconds left in the first half. And here comes the break. Here's Williams. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And that isn't easy, folks. But Williams has an ability to stay in control even under duress.
Graham, the pass to Washington. Poked loose. Pass to Graham. Beyond the arc. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. From the baseline. Again, the Clippers.
Defense, for me, just hasn't made the commitment to sprint back in transition, and that's why you see such a huge differential in fast break points.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And that one drops. Bacon's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's just tremendous, stupendous work from Rozier. He's just so good at zipping the ball over to his teammates.
It's Jackson with the drive, and the shot goes in. And so Graham will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. And the pass to Washington. 4 seconds left. And then Washington with the dunk.
Serious verticality from Washington. Soars up to the rim and throws it down.
Williams for 3. A dominating first half of basketball. And so far, hasn't been close. Clippers ahead. Opening up a huge gap. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi, you seem to be so at ease out there. How much is that helping your game?
It's helping me out a lot. Just coming in the game relaxed, just with more intensity. My teammates start getting me involved on the offensive end. I'm playing great on defense. We just got to keep it up second half and not let it up.
Hey, Kawhi, thank you very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 29 points and 1 rebound. He's definitely heated up over the last few games, and we're seeing some of that same recipe here tonight. Kenny, what'd you think about the Clippers?
Well, we talk about guys who can control both ends of the floor. PG-13 has been locked in. I'd love to see his plus-minus play.
And big fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
Well, they gave up too many good looks. You look at the field goal percentage against them, this tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
He did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Here's who James Borrego is starting the second half with. Devonte Graham is out there with Rozier. Then there's P.J. Washington. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position.
Well, I love how quick Bridges makes decisions, including when he should look to shoot as soon as he catches it.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Hornets trail by 20 to the wing right side. Here's Bridges and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. They recover it to the inside. Washington. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Down low. Up and in on the layup. Leonard's got 16 points.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low. It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Hornets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half.
Yeah, and for Rozier, it's been this way all night, using his athleticism to get to his spots and making good on his opportunity.
And Morris throws it down.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. Hornets trail by 18. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Washington. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Washington's got 4 this quarter. Inside, here's Morris, and he uses the glass on the layup.
They made the most of their halftime adjustments. They're shooting 80% so far in the second half.
To the paint. And it's Washington missing. Clippers leading by 18. Here's Zubats. No good there. For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. And that'll be his third foul so far. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Paul George, he's checked in for the Clippers.
Paul George.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Charlotte moving it around. And then Washington with the dunk.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And Leonard gets it to go.
And the fact that Leonard can pour it in like tonight, and in addition to his defense, is really why he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen.
Passes it to Graham. Over George. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And that one's good. Beverly.
Well, that's what they want to see out of Beverly. Decisive basketball. Nice, aggressive drive to the cup.
Over to the left wing. Here's Rozier, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Washington, that's good.
A little contact, but Washington stays solid. I mean, he uses some physical play to ensure the bucket.
And George, here we go, lays it up off the glass. George has got 31.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
Here's Graham. It's good.
There isn't much this fella can't do, and just to prove it, he goes to the finger.
Here's George. Zubac trying to break loose. And it's George finishing it off.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
Hornets trail by 16. Now here's Graham. 19 points in the game. The shot that time not on target. Here's George. The Hornets pull it in. Biombo's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Bridges from downtown. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 22 is their biggest lead. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
So Rozier will bring it up for Charlotte. They trail by 18. And the Hornets call time here. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
He's running wild. They had to call a timeout just to take away at least some of his momentum.
For the Clippers, Harrell comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. Charlotte also making some changes. Cody Zeller's checked in for P.J. Washington. And it's Batum in for Miles Bridges. Batum, good.
The length Batum has allowing him to be effective. It's hard to match up against in these type of situations.
It's Williams with the drive, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Here's Rozier. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Rozier's got 8 here in the quarter.
Inside Rozier's agility, it gives him an edge. Able to make late shot adjustments and find the bucket.
And he makes that one.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Hornets trail by 18. Now Rozier. 21 points in the game. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Biombo's got 12 in the game.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
And don't sleep on Williams' ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
There's the feed to Graham. And finished off by Graham.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Nice play by George. This is what size on the wing gives you, the option to pick your spot anywhere on the floor.
Zeller finds Graham, and it's sent back by George. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
No hesitation to get it to the rim. He uses his height advantage to convert the easy one.
For Los Angeles, they have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. Bacon, he's checked in for Devonte Graham. That free throw good from George. Hornets trail by 21. Bounce pass from Rozier. Pass to Bacon from outside the arc. They get it back. Zeller. Good work defensively by Morris. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Here's Rozier. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Leonard attacking. It's good. Leonard's got 12 points in just the second half.
Afraid to get physical there. Leonard makes the shot in spite of the contact.
Batum passes to Biyombo. Back to Batum. That one, no good. The Clippers shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
He's having a great night from the floor, and they're going to keep leaning on him, looking to grow the lead.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. Jackson, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
One shot.
Charlotte's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And the Hornets call time here.
And the talk in their huddle is going to be about taking care of the basketball. I mean, their turnover numbers are terrible.
Fans, the loudest section gets free T-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest.
Here's Bacon, defended by George. Here's Zeller, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, you can't blame the defender. He was trying to be aggressive, but Zeller with just too much size and athleticism.
It's his first trip to the line.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Zeller.
And one thing that gives these scouts confidence in Zeller's ability to expand his shooting range is the fact that he's been a solid free throw shooter ever since he's entered this league.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Williams. He's got 14. Here's George. Carroll trying to free himself up.
Yeah, you see the athleticism George had on that dunk. It's so quick and explosive. Gets to the rim in an instant.
Charlotte's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Shot clock at 6. And the Hornets miss again.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively. They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
The pass to Bacon. Knocked loose. Paul George with the steal. Let's go. Leonard, no luck. Well, the Hornets shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. To the middle. Here's Zeller. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Here's Harrell. Count it from 12. Harrell's got 6.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Rozier kicks to Zeller. On the wing, Batum. He feeds it to Biyombo, and it's Biyombo with the jam.
And that's why you don't let them get positioned deep in the post.
No, just too big of a threat down there. I mean, he has a number of go-to moves at his disposal.
Leonard hits the jump hook. Leonard's got 16 here in the second half.
And that's the activity on the offensive glass they like to see out of Kawhi. When he's in full hustle mode, they're a much stronger team.
On the wing, Batum. He's guarded by Williams. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Zeller. Tries again. Biyombo trying to break free. The shot by Zeller, no good. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Bacon the pass to Batum. Offensive rebound. And it's Rozier, top the key. Here's Biyombo. And then Biyombo with the dunk.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass.
And the Clippers call time here.
The Spirit Dance Team.
A different look for the Clippers. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Leonard. And Landry Shamet subbed in for George. Washington's checked in for the Hornets. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Clippers. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And once Lou Will catches fire, look out. He is really pouring it on now.
Back to Rozier. Passes to Bacon. The tray. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Bacon's got 12 points in the game.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Oh, that's just a terrific night for him from the floor, making almost everything he looks at.
Rozier the pass to Zeller. Over in the corner, Batum fires from deep. Another shot, and Zeller with the lay-in. Zeller's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, Zeller is a talent you can't leave unchecked inside. He'll take that shot every chance he gets.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. The Clippers have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. The free throw drops for Jackson. Charlotte has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Bring him against Jackson. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. First one falls for him. And he makes both free throws. Five seconds left in the third quarter. For three, Bridges. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. This has been a remarkable game for him offensively. Anytime you get over the 40-point mark, it's been a special, special day. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. Two guards have to be able to make plays for others.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So for the Clippers right now, Patrick Patterson is out there with Jermichael Green. Then it's Williams. And it's Magruder in at the 2. Charlotte moving the ball around. Shots good by Hernangomez.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Williams for 3. He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed 2 shots from the floor. Here's Graham. He kicks it to McDaniels. Graham, the pass to McDaniels. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. McDaniels got his first basket.
Now that's how you lead your teammate into an easy scoring chance. I love that assist.
And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Green.
And just a fluid offensive talent with really a knack for getting to his spots. Williams so hard to keep up with.
Here's Graham, and the dunk by Graham.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter.
Oh, look, when the D will give it to you, that's where you want your shots coming from. Arm's length from the bucket.
Here's Williams. Lays it up and banks it in. Williams has got 15 points in just the second half.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Oh, that's just the mentality you have to have. Not wanting to give the opposition any hope of clawing back into this.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Williams. The Hornets also with a sub. Monk's checked in. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. LA has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Here's Monk. Martin with it. Hernangomez kicks to Monk. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Patrick Patterson.
Understanding the shoot-first mentality of Monk, defense just got a little over-aggressive that time.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Yeah, and for Monk, it's all about being more consistent. I mean, it's clear he doesn't lack confidence. Now he must channel this energy to become better.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
The Clippers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. That's a foul on Charlotte.
Clippers, Terrence Ben at the line for 2.
First free throw is good. So he gets them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
The Hornets shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Pass to Martin from beyond the arc. Rebound by the Clippers. Green's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Hornets shooting 57% in this fourth quarter. McDaniels passes to Hernan Gomez. Now Martin. Charlotte moving it around. Count that one.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Magruder. And again, no good by the Clippers. For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter.
And we all know Monk likes to shoot, but their great decision getting it to the open teammate.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And he overshot that one, missing. The Hornets have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Martin from outside. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And there's the bucket from Magruder. And here's Martin. Pass to Monk. Lets it go with a 3. Green with the rebound. Green's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte.
Substitution on the court.
Hornets have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Clippers leading by 22. Here's Beverly. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Oh, and it just seems as if Beverly is connecting on everything out there. I mean, when he's scoring at a good clip, the D has to be nervous.
And so Graham will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Bounce pass from Zeller. Now the pass to Rozier. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Rozier's got 11 points here in just the second half. Got a piece of it.
And registering one of the highest verticals at the NBA Combine, Zeller can send your shot back.
Charlotte's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Zeller, and the dunk by Zeller.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Here's Magruder. A shot, no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. But his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Passes it to Zeller. Back to Graham. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Graham's got 9 points in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Beverly. Zeller grabs the board. Hornets trail by 19. Graham inside the line. Up again. The putback is no good. Here's Magruder. Defended by Bridges.
Oh, nice defense from Bridges. When he hustles like this, he's capable of swatting shots.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. And the Clippers call time here.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
On defense, Charlotte trailing by 19. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game.
He's kept the integrity of their offense tonight by moving and cutting and scoring every time they've needed him to.
Pass to Rozier. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And with a good mix of power and agility, Leonard can throw it down with the best of them.
Here's Graham. Pass to Washington. It's stolen by Morris. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. George with the ball. Here's Leonard. Bridges with the board. Charlotte has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only 1 of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Los Angeles leading by 23 to the inside. Outside for George. Bridges with the steal. Here's Graham, and there's the pass to Bridges. He can't get it to go. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Rozier with the steal. Bridges shot. Good.
That all started with Rozier's steal. Heady play right there.
Here's George. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
That's good from George. Here's Rozier. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
George looking over the floor. Connects again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
It's impossible for the D to impact that type of shots. It's just going to be that matchup. He's giving away too many inches.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
4th foul of the game for him. He's starting to get into that danger zone.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Here's Martin. Passes it to Monk. Got a piece of it. Now here's Patterson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Clippers, Patrick Patterson. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And Patterson drops them both. And it's the Hornets with the ball. Here's McDaniels. Charlotte again missing.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Morris with the bucket.
How about the strength of Morris, shrugging off the D and nailing the shot?
Charlotte shooting it well here in the 4th quarter at 50%. Monk, the pass to Hernan Gomez. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Outside, Martin looking to end the run. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. That one goes in.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Now Martin. In the corner, it's Monk. Takes the 13-footer. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Here's Magruder, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And that is a foul. It's on the Charlotte Hornets.
At the line for your Clippers, Rodney Magruder. Taking 2 shots.
Last on the first.
And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. So it's the Hornets now. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
trying to get something going, and it's sent back by Morris.
Just fantastic defense for Morris, getting right in the face of the shooter and coming up with the rejection.
Here's Zubac. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Hernan Gomez has got his 5th rebound in this one. It's Martin on the wing. Launches it. Morris with the rebound.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Pass to Monk. Fires from the wing. Goes back up. Shot's good by Hernan Gomez.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Clippers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for George.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Martin with it. Kicks to Monk. Feeds it to McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Martin against Morris. Martin, the pass to Martin. Now Monk.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. And the Clippers call time here. They're in front by 31. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, you know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
Outside, Martin. Clock at 6. Here's Hernan Gomez, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Oh, I love it. He's working the ball down low. Always a good plan of attack.
And here is Monk. So the Clippers winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and together just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Kawhi, you have become an elite two-way player, so how do you carry that scoring load with that defensive responsibility?
It's very difficult. Your mind's on the whole game, 48 minutes. But, my teammates get me in the groove, give me the energy to keep fighting throughout the whole 48 minutes.
Well, you did a great job of leading them tonight, man. Appreciate your time. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.